The year was 2387. While the galaxy burned, Earth watched. For 60 years, the Galactic Confederation and the Vreth Empire had torn star systems apart. Planets glassed. Civilizations reduced to debris fields drifting in dead orbits. Billions of lives gone. The war was ancient, brutal, and absolutely none of Earth's business. That was humanity's official position. Colonel James Hartley sat in the United Earth Command Center in Colorado Springs, watching the holographic war map flicker with fresh casualty reports. Red zones spreading like infection across the galaxy. He sipped his coffee slowly. "Sir," said Lieutenant Marcus Webb, "the Confederation ambassador is requesting another meeting. They want troops." Hartley set his mug down. "Tell Ambassador Veron what we told him last time. Earth is neutral. We trade with both sides and we die for neither." Webb hesitated. "He says the Vreth are pushing toward the outer rim." "The outer rim is still 40 light-years away, Marcus." Hartley leaned back. "We stay out of it." That decision, that careful, calculated neutrality, had kept 8 billion humans alive while the rest of the galaxy bled. It had also made Earth fat, rich, and dangerously unprepared for what was coming. The signal arrived at 0300 hours. Not a diplomatic transmission. Not a trade request. A targeting ping, the kind warships used to lock weapons before firing. And it wasn't 40 light-years away. It was 17 minutes out. Hartley was in the command center within 4 minutes, shirt still unbuttoned, eyes sharp as razors. Every screen blazed red. Webb was already running, his face pale as bone. "How many?" Hartley asked. 42 Vreth destroyer-class vessels, sir. Moving in formation. Direct course for Earth." Webb's voice cracked slightly. "They're not slowing down." Hartley stared at the screen. 42 destroyers. Earth had 19 defense ships. Good ships, humanity had been quietly upgrading for decades, just in case. But 19 against 42 was a funeral, not a battle. "Get me a channel to their fleet commander," Hartley said quietly. The Vreth commander appeared on screen. Massive. Insectoid. 6 black eyes reflecting the stars behind him. When he spoke, the translation came through flat and cold.
"Humans.
You have supplied fuel, medicine, and metals to our enemies for 6 decades. Neutrality ends today. Surrender your planet or we reduce it to cinders." Hartley looked at the creature for a long moment. "You've made a mistake," he said simply. The channel closed. What the Vreth didn't know, what nobody in the galaxy fully understood, was what 60 years of watching a war does to a species like humanity. They had studied every Vreth weapon system, every attack pattern, every tactical formation used across 6 decades of conflict. Earth scientists hadn't been building luxury starships. They had been building answers. Quiet, patient, devastating answers. To questions the Vreth didn't know they were asking. Captain Diana Torres launched first from the USS Defiant, leading a wing of 12 fighter-class interceptors equipped with phase disruption missiles. Technology reverse-engineered from wreckage both sides had carelessly left at the edge of human space. The Vreth formation tightened. Confident. Organized. Torres smiled inside her helmet. "They're grouping up," she said over comms. "Just like the Battle of Karen 4. Just like always." She triggered the EMP cascade sequence. 17 Vreth destroyers lost navigation simultaneously. Their formation, the precise, disciplined formation they had used to conquer 11 worlds, became a liability. Ships drifted into each other's firing lanes. 2 collided. 1 detonated, taking 3 more with it in a chain of white fire. Hartley watched from command, jaw tight, hands clasped behind his back. "Phase 2, he ordered. The USS Liberty and USS Grant surfaced from lunar shadow, where they had been hiding, silent and cold, for 6 hours, and opened fire from behind the Vreth fleet. Railgun slugs traveling at 40,000 kilometers per second hit before the enemy sensors even registered the launch. 8 more destroyers gone in 40 seconds. The remaining Vreth vessels broke formation. Some fled. 3 attempted a final charge toward Earth and were shredded by orbital defense platforms that humanity had been quietly assembling in the asteroid belt for 30 years. When it was over, 17 minutes after the battle began, 29 Vreth destroyers were gone. Hartley opened a galaxy-wide broadcast. His voice was calm, measured, the voice of a species that had been patient for a very long time. This is Colonel James Hartley of United Earth Command. We spent 60 years staying out of your war. We spent those same 60 years learning everything about it. Earth is not a prize. Earth is not a target. Earth is a warning. He paused. Knock on our door again, and we won't stop at defending it. Across the galaxy, in the command centers of both the Confederation and the Vreth Empire, admirals and generals went very, very quiet. Humanity had finally spoken, and the galaxy listened.